BYBWD6. Welcome to Harvest Recommendation. One-click triple like, etc. to teach you how to make your wishes go unchecked. Most of the push tiles accepted by Chen Shuj are made of metal, with very few wooden ones. The only memory I remember is Beak Creative's S1 and S2. Although wood is a relatively niche material, but in winter it doesn't get cold and feels very smooth. Moreover, the unique sound and feel of wooden sliding panels differ from those of metal. So today, I'm introducing all the works from Shuwen EDC. Let's enjoy a full viewing and first introduce these three stable wood types. For the craftsmanship of stabilized wood, please do your own research. Let me briefly mention its features. 1. Stable performance without deformation. It does not crack or discolor. 2. Low yield rate, high scrap rate, and significant wear. The materials are inexpensive, but the process is complex. 3. The color and pattern have slight transferability. If you keep soaking for a while, the tips will become sunken. This Papa arm has a diameter of about 37 millimeters, thickness 10.5 millimeters, weighing about 17 grams. It uses a classic 6-gram magnet inside. Papa arm structure. It should be the biggest sound I've played so far. The Papa arm is perfect for playing in places like offices and libraries. It's the perfect choice for slacking off during meetings, and the blade pushrow design is really interesting. Approximately 50 millimeters long, 24.5 millimeters wide, approximately 10.7 millimeters thick. Weighing about 16 grams, it uses a double-row internal design, totaling 10 grams of magnets. If you use 2 cycles, that's a 3-step opening and closing gameplay. 1 cycle is a gameplay with 4 stages each of opening and closing. Remove the cycle and directly enable wireless spit mode. No matter which mode you play, the sense of action is very clear. It is worth mentioning that bearings are used as fibers. Even if the team is disintegrated, the bearing is also attracted by the magnet. It won't fall, so I highly recommend this work. Currently, no obvious flaws have been found. 5. Wire position pushrow length approximately 52 millimeters, approximately 13.3 millimeters wide and weighing about 21 grams. Inside, it is embedded with 8 double-row anti-rust sliding oxygen magnets. The advantages are attractive patterns and colors. The passage is clear, the sound crisp, but the lack lies in, because the material is lighter, it cannot be as effective as metal platters, relying on gravity for inertial swinging. However, for beginners, fiber-free exercises are also sufficient. The size and weight of this infinite bit are almost identical to this one. It is worth mentioning that its material is selected, and in terms of craftsmanship, it can be understood as solid wood multi-layer board. Straight grain Maersk offers players another color option. Next, let's talk about these 2 ultra discs. The purple light carpet, also known as the East African black and yellow carpet, belongs to the category of black acid-made wood. It has a faint fragrance. Its aura is very dense. It is the hardest and heaviest wood available today. It is very suitable for making furniture and crafts. However, since its natural wood and stone tank 9 have a basic drop rate, it's difficult to make full-size furniture below 8%. The finished product price is also relatively high. The Signor pusher is about 60 millimeters long, approximately 30.4 millimeters wide. Thickness is about 14.3 millimeters. Weighing 30 grams, the internal track and wire slot contain a total of 14 grams of magnet wire positions. The column uses a 10 by 5N52 strong magnetic field, with the advantage of a smooth and rounded surface. The only drawback is that the magnet is a bit tight when adjusted. For someone like me with hands, it's a bit hard to push and hold on. Occasionally, there are skips when closing. Finally, let's talk about the newly released product called the D6 third layer. The structure is about 53 millimeters long, approximately 24 millimeters wide and 16.5 millimeters thick. Weighing about 33 grams, the internal double-row 12 grams magnet uses bearing wire alignment. Depending on the number of bearings paired, you can play with 6 to 10 open and close segments. My favorite combination is placing 2 axes on each side, with 8 long openings and 8 sections. The sense of passage is just too satisfying, you just can't stop. So friends, if you're tired of playing metal push-button layout, then I strongly recommend you get the 6th model. Although it is made of wood and its surface has no carvings or shapes, but I feel its sense of passage is better than 80% of the push layouts on the market. If I could only choose one of these models, it would definitely be 6th. Next, let's summarize these works with a knife push. In fact, in terms of magnet structure, there aren't any major innovations. But the advantage is that Shuwen has put great care into tuning the feel. The details are well handled. For the high price that Tema's frequently launches at the drop of a time, it aims to stabilize the price. Playing with wooden tones on flat ground is quite good for playing around. After all, making money isn't easy. Playing with EDC toys is for self-relief, not just playing for others. Follow for acquisition recommendations to help you avoid wasting money. See you next time. Bye-bye.